Welcome back to the channel. My name's Tom, and today I'm taking a look at the Woodbury Antiques and Flea Market in Woodbury, Connecticut. This is my first time at this show, and it probably wasn't the best day to come. It was opening day 2023, and it was really cold, so as a result, not that many people showed up, but I think it was still worth the drive.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Hi. Good morning, good morning. I thought this place would be more with people. Well,
Yeah.
they're not true New Englanders.
No, a little too cold for some people, I guess.
Morning.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Don't forget, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and hit that notification bell. It really helps. Thanks.
Morning, buddy. How we doing today?
Hi, how are you? Good. It's got a nice selection of old VHS tapes here, mostly cartoons. Got a lot of Disney, Pixar, Hanna-Barbera, other various cartoons. And believe it or not, a lot of those can be worth a little bit of money, especially if they're new and sealed.
This is the name. Get your ass out of bed. That's it.
I think this might be the first time I've ever seen a Hess truck not in the original box. It's a nice old radio from probably the 50s or 60s, I would guess. Not in the best condition, though.
I'm asking $5 a piece on the Hess trucks.
Oh, okay.
The radio, untested. I'd do $3 on the radio.
$3? That's not bad. It's actually a very good price on the radio. I just really wasn't that interested in it. All right. Yeah, thanks.
Yep. If there's anything else you see, feel free to ask.
Yep,
Okay?
sure. This kind of looks like uranium glass, but I don't think it is. It's a little bit too dark. Once you've seen enough uranium glass, you can kind of pick out what is and what isn't. This definitely is, without a doubt. Yeah, this is uranium ware, right? Never seen a orange juicer uranium ware.
I got my black light right here.
Yeah, let's see.
It's hard to see. It's is that on? Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, it's definitely uranium ware.
We've got some damages, though. I'd do $5 on this piece. But that, I believe, sat on top of a measuring cup.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
So when you use the reamer, all the juices are dropped down in.
Oh yeah, the hole's right there.
Measure how much you get.
Yeah, $5, sure.
Yeah, more hard to come by piece.
Yeah, I've never seen a
Normally, I don't
juicer.
bring chip pieces down here, but being uranium glass and being the top piece of a juice or a for the measuring cup. I have a lot more. Normally I'm down here with a red Dodge, so come back and look for my pickup truck. I do a lot of the depression glass.
This is my first time here. Is it usually busier than this?
Yeah, middle of summer we fill the field and we'll have 60 vendors here.
All right, cool.
But this is actually our first day of the year and not the best weather for it, to be honest with you. A little chilly down here. People weren't sure if the field would be muddy or not. It's not too bad. So I expect next weekend and every weekend to be better than this.
Cool. All right, yeah, I'll probably be back.
So feel free to come back. It's a great market. A lot of glassware you'll find.
All right, cool, thanks.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Yep. Yep, I'll definitely be back within the next couple months or so. And I'm still glad I came out, though, because, I don't know, I just like being here on opening day. There's something exciting about it. And it's been too long since I've been to a flea market, honestly.
No, I'm not in the market for one.
So I thought this was kind of interesting. This is 1,200 Hamburgers to Go by Don Imus from Imus in the Morning. If you don't know who he was a radio personality. He died not too long ago. He was basically an early shock jock. And if you've ever listened to Howard Stern pretty much hated him. They were arch rivals, basically. So I used to listen to Howard all the time, and just because of that, I decided to buy it. I don't really intend to listen to it, because you can actually listen to it on YouTube. But I don't know, I just thought it was fun to have. It's just so odd. And I can't really argue with $3.
Old slides.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. You don't see them around.
Yeah, I don't see these too often.
Glass ones.
Oh yeah.
Do 10 on the small box, 15 is
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll take this record. You said 3?
Yep.
No, the cookies are 35. But you get 4 cookies, you get like a dozen in here. I don't hear you complain about that.
If I need a ladder, I'd buy one.
Actually, not for
Here's a bunch of refrigerator magnets.
Want those plates?
I'm not sure.
I'll give you all of them. $15.
15 for all of them?
Take them all. I'll take all these too. They're all brand new. $15. Look at Princess Diana.
Yeah.
Those ones there in the box. What are those of?
Yeah, if it wasn't Barbie, I'm not a huge Barbie fan, but yeah, they're interesting. Oh, I'm sure they are.
Those ones over there are Thomas Cave.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, no, they're definitely cool.
Yeah, them are Yellowstone.
Yeah.
I don't know who that guy is.
I think that's from The King and I. What was his name?
Oh, he must be famous or something. I don't know. I never
Yeah.
seen him. I thought it was Gandhi or something.
No, and then I guess that's what Daddy Warbucks from Annie. Yul Brynner, that's his name. Yul Brynner.
I don't know. That might be worth something. It might be worth money. I don't know. $15 is cheap for
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Yes, that was definitely a good deal for all those, but I'm a collector, I'm not a reseller, so to me they're kind of useless, but yeah, anybody that's into that type of thing, those prices were amazing. If those were Star Wars or Star Trek, I would have bought those in a heartbeat. I thought these old photo albums were pretty interesting. Based on their appearance, I'm guessing they're probably from the 1850s, 60s, 70s, 80s, roughly that time frame. Not exactly sure. But they seem to be of all different people, so it didn't seem like one family's album as far as I can tell, unless they had an enormous family. And I think this album was even more interesting, even more unusual. It was made up of a bunch of different wedding photos. All different couples. So I don't know why you would have that many different photos of weddings. Unless you were maybe the wedding photographer, or maybe just somebody later collected a bunch of wedding photos and put them all into the same album. I can't imagine that they're all from the same family again, but who knows? Maybe it was a huge family. It's too bad that we don't know who these people were anymore. I'm sure a few of them might have names on them, but the vast majority, there's really no way you can ever know who these people were. It's kind of sad. This is an old fitness type watch from McDonald's, so this must have been in a Happy Meal. Not sure when that was from. Probably in the last 10 to 15 years, I would guess. Anybody know what kind of gauge this is? I didn't see anything on it that actually said what it was for.
Who's this here, guy? I should know what that is. I should know what that is.
It's a ballot box.
What?
It's a ballot box. Yep.
How much is it?
Here's a bunch of old stereoscope cards, probably from the 1800s, maybe early 1900s.
Works perfectly.
And as you can see, like usual, most of them are starting to curl up. Seems to be a major problem with stereoscope cards. Does anybody know what language this is in? I'm guessing Russian, maybe? I'm not sure, though.
It's a real guy, right?
Oh yeah.
How much is that?
180.
That's some cool stuff, man.
Thanks.
Is your sign?
750.
Nice.
Yeah, I was hoping it'd be a little warmer, a few more people.
I too.
I thought we'd do it. It'd be the first day,
I'm doing one tomorrow. Mansfield's open.
Yeah. It's gonna be a little colder tomorrow too.
Oh my God, it's freezing. Always freezing there. Yeah.
Radio Shack speaker.
Yeah. Realistic. How do they power? I don't see any battery or...
No, they power off your thing. They're just like an extra speaker. So whatever you plug them into, it's just like extra speakers.
Oh, okay, like basically headphones.
Yeah, there's no volume control on that. It's whatever your machine is.
Wow. What are you asking on those?
Just $5.
$5? Yeah.
They were phenomenal for the time.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, back in the 80s probably. Yep. As a lot of you probably know, Realistic was Radio Shack's store brand. And I'm really into anything with the Realistic or the Radio Shack brand on it. $5 is not a bad price at all for those, but they were just a little bit too beaten up for my liking, so I did pass on them. But again, very good deal.
There's a whole smorgasbord of them.
Yeah.
In there.
It's probably for a train set, we think?
Maybe. I thought maybe for a cake thing, but maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Maybe right. Because they're not candles, but
No.
I got a really cool set home for like a ship.
Yeah.
So it's got the steering wheel. It's got the the floating.
Yeah.
It's all out of brass.
Wow.
And all the men and everything. So,
Yeah. Pretty nice.
Yeah. I bought that for my truck, and I have a hitch in it so often that it didn't make sense.
Yeah, right, exactly. Just get rid of it. Wow.
Yeah, that's a Raggedy Andy.
Yeah.
So this is Raggedy Ann.
Yeah.
That's Raggedy Andy. That's what I had when I was little.
Yeah, I know I had one or the other. I can't remember which it was.
Yeah, Andy was a little rarer.
Just based on the box, I'm guessing this is either from the 60s or 70s. I'm leaning more towards 70s, but I didn't see any dates on it.
And this one even had her own little doll.
Oh. Wow. Yeah.
Which was another rarity.
Yeah, I've never seen the small one before like that. Cool. Thanks. If any of you have ever seen the Conjuring movies or the Annabelle movies, Annabelle is actually based on a haunted Raggedy Ann doll, believe it or not. I actually have this exact locomotive at home, but this one's in much better condition. The one I have is falling apart. Not sure how old it is, though. I just don't know that much about model trains. Here's a whole bunch of old coin banks. A lot of them have the logos of actual banks on them, and I think these were probably given away at banks as promotions. He's asking 10 a piece. That's probably not a bad price, but honestly, I don't know what these go for. I would guess most of the metal ones are probably from approximately the same time frame, and this one actually has its date stamped on the bottom.
If you're looking for the year, it's probably on the license plate in the back.
Yeah, this one says 74, it looks like. Oh, yeah, okay, yep. That wind was blowing that bag all over the place, and you wouldn't ever know it because there's no wind noise, and that's because I got a wind muff for my GoPro. Kind of looks like my GoPro has a beard now, but as you can hear, or not hear, there's no more wind noise, which is pretty cool. And I just noticed only some of these actually have the key for them, so I guess if you are buying a bank like this, make sure it's got the key. Here's something I've never seen before.
It's the same one I grew up with. I want to clean it, like people say,
Yeah.
don't touch it, don't touch it.
Yeah, this one seems older. This is, what price? 50s, 60s?
Yeah, probably
Looks like it.
late 50s, early 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, never seen one like that.
yeah, that's what I had when I was a little
Really?
kid.
Wow.
Yeah. I said to the guys, he said his grandfather actually invented this.
Oh, wow.
I said the only bad part is when you start getting a little bigger,
Yeah.
your toes catch them.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They
Can
go
imagine.
up it pulls them right up underneath.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't meet like modern safety standards
No.
today.
For sure.
Jeez. Wow, that's neat. Cool. All right, thanks.
Yeah, this one's from the 1800s.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely older.
It's too cool.
Wow.
I wanted to put a board in there, the same thing.
Yeah.
If I go and mess with it, I'm like, oh, what'd you do?
Okay.
Man, it's like,
Yeah.
I'll leave it, let them figure it out.
That's not a big thing. The other ones are both too.
As someone that buys a lot of little things that I like to display, I'm always looking for a good display case, and this one looked pretty nice.
Morning.
Hi. How much is the display case?
We do 90 on it right
90
now.
on that? Okay. All right, thanks.
Alrighty.
That's a bit more than I'm willing to pay.
That's okay. That one there,
Here's a nice old film projector. I think it's an 8mm. Could be 16. I'm not too sure. I've actually got a couple of those at home, but none of them work. That's the problem with old projectors like that. Most of them need to be completely refurbished. And I personally don't know of anybody local that can repair that type of thing. So that can be a problem.
Warm hands.
These statues are interesting. They look modern, though. I'm thinking these are most likely modern reproductions, probably, or recastings, not sure of the terminology, but the bases look very new to me. Nice old clock there. I really like this swordfish statue here. It's just too bad that his bill's broken off like that. Hopefully the next time I come back to this flea market, this entire field will be full of vendors. Even though this patch says 1940 on it, I knew right away it was from the 1939 New York's World Fair, just based on the Trilon and Paris Fair logo. So I knew I had to have it.
Stop in, and I'm looking around. She says, "Oh, it's $25. It's gold with diamonds and emeralds." She knew what she had, but she was selling for $25.
Hope you grabbed it, man.
Yeah.
Hi, how much is the patch?
I could do 15 on that.
15?
Yeah. World's Fair.
Yeah. Yeah, neat. 15.
Somebody had a bunch of military patches, and that one was mixed in with.
Oh.
You know, like it was sort of odd.
Yeah, not really military. Would you do 10 on it?
No, I need 15.
15?
Like, I don't even run into that stuff anymore. You like?
Yeah. No, I've never seen it before. All right. Yeah. What the heck? All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if I overpaid for that or not, but I knew if I didn't get it, I would never see it again. In my experience, I very rarely run into 1939 World's Fair stuff. You see a lot of the 64 World's Fair, I think it was, but the 39, I just don't see it that often. Hey. Good. How are you?
Warming up.
Yeah, a little bit. It's not freezing, technically. This blue binder with the IBM logo caught my eye, and it was mainly because of the IBM logo. I was thinking it was old computer-related stuff, but it's actually the Fundamentals of Pension Mathematics from 1971, sponsored by the Actuaries Club of New York and the Society of Actuaries. So, not interesting to me, but I'm sure there's somebody out there that would be happy to have it.
I figure somebody might be interested in that.
Yeah, I was thinking it was IBM, but I'm guessing he just used an IBM binder. Yeah. So I don't see anything saying it's IBM. Yeah, definitely interesting. Yeah. This green glass here kind of looks like uranium glass, but it's actually not. Again, it's a little bit too dark. So if you don't know what you're looking for, you could be confused and think that is uranium glass. There's a big old 8-track player there on the ground. I don't see those too often. I see the 8-track tapes fairly often, but I almost never see the players. There's a very 1980s sight. A Cabbage Patch Kid and some Smurfs. And a giant wooden spoon. I remember back in the 80s, a lot of people had giant spoons and forks hanging on their kitchen wall for some reason. We never did at my house, but I remember a couple friends had them. Not sure what that was all about. If you're looking for toys from about the early 90s to early 2000s, this booth is the one to come to, because this guy had a ton of stuff from that era. New Kids on the Block, that would have been probably about 89, 90. And I couldn't open it, but it did not feel like it had the thermos. And the Spice Girls. You can't get much more late 90s than that. I think, is that Baby Spice? Is that who that is? No joke, this looks like somebody took one of the boxes in my closet and just dumped it all over their table. This is mostly from the late 80s, early 90s. And I have tons of this stuff, because that's when I really started collecting, in the late 80s, early 90s.
Figure out what year those are.
These ones?
I mean, I know it says.
Oh yeah, it says 5865, but it's not that old.
Definitely not.
No.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
it'd be crazy if they were.
Yeah, no way.
Nuts.
It's probably 90s, 2000s maybe.
I can't even remember when Snoopy came out.
Long time ago.
Was it?
Oh yeah, Snoopy? That was like, well, at least the 50s.
October 4th, 1950. Wow.
There you go.
That's crazy.
This toy car is from Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken restaurant, which I've never heard of, honestly. It's from 1984, and I'm guessing it probably would have been given out in the store, because there's no hole punch to put it on a rack. And if it were in better condition, I definitely would have picked it up, but it was kind of all yellowing and coming off the card, actually. I thought these were kind of unusual, these gas pumps here. The thing that's unusual is they don't appear to be antiques to me. They look fairly modern. So I'm not sure. I mean, I guess people collect modern gas pumps.
Okay.
But if you're not a collector, I think the only reason you would have those is for an actual gas station, right? If there's any gas pump collectors out there, let me know.
Tell you what, if you're interested, I'll take 50 for all of it.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Thanks. Thanks, though.
Not a bad idea. This isn't a bad idea. $2. Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Here's an original Cabbage Patch toy from about 1984. And again, if it were in better condition, I would have picked it up, but the box was really beaten up. And even though it was cheap, you know, I'm a collector, and if it's not in near mint or mint condition,
There'll be something there you don't
I'm usually
need for
not
$3.
interested.
Everything's $3 on this whole table?
2 for $5.
Oh, okay.
Right, that's what he's got marked.
Oh yeah. Yeah, didn't see that.
Yes, I know it says it on the sign, but I was looking down at the stuff and I didn't see the sign until he pointed it out. Those are very good prices, but sadly I didn't see anything that really caught my eye.
$4 for you. No,
I'm not sure what these are. I'm thinking these might be homemade. Looks like somebody took a photo, mounted it on cardboard or something like that, and then maybe shellacked it, because it's all turned yellow like that, but they don't seem to be professionally made as far as I can tell. They almost feel like giant coasters. If anybody knows what those are, let me know.
You can't go wrong for $3.
I hear ya.
I know a couple of years ago you still could find film for that thing.
Cool.
Sorry to wake you up.
No, anyways. Everything's $3 each, 2 for $5.
Okay, thanks.
Unless you want to pay more.
Yeah.
I haven't sold a single item here yet.
I was taking a beauty nap.
And there you have it. That was opening day 2023 at the Woodbury Antique and Flea Market in Woodbury, Connecticut. Hopefully the next time I come back there'll be a ton more vendors, and I'm sure there will be. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.
Oh no, I got another one.